Hi, how are you on this cold, windy day? I am just jumping on live to do a very quick chat about why you would maybe want to learn about the astrological correspondences with the tarot. A couple of people have said to me they weren't sure about whether learning about astrology was for them. It wasn't something they'd previously been interested in. They loved their tarot and that was enough, and that's fine. You don't have to do this by any stretch of the imagination. But whenever you start to scratch the surface of astrology and you start to bring the two systems together, you can find that there's an awful lot more that you can get from your cards. So when we bring the two together, they're already, astrology and tarot are both in their own right brilliant tools for introspection, brilliant tools for analysis, insight, divination, intuitive development, fantastic for that. But when you combine the two of them, you get an even more rich experience. Okay. You already know about the elemental aspects. You already know about the suits having links to earth, air, fire and water. But the zodiac also has links to earth, air, fire and water. So you can start to bring in then the zodiac signs that have those correspondences. So you can bring in your water signs, your Cancer, your Pisces, these sorts of things. You can bring those in. You can bring in your earth signs, your Capricorns, all that sort of stuff. Bring it in to the meaning of your cards. So it starts to help build a better picture. Not only that, you can start to then bring in, if you look at astrology and you look at the zodiac signs in particular, you can start to find positive and negative traits, two sides of the coin for the cards. So that might help you if you're doing reversals, or it might help you if you are thinking about different aspects of a character, particularly with the court cards. They can really help. You may also find that by looking at the different characteristics and the different traits, it gives you a little bit more of a nuance about the meaning of the card. The zodiac signs also not only have elements, but they have ruling planets and ruling astrological bodies, and those bodies also have characteristics and different temperaments and different aspects of their character that can also then be brought in to provide a little bit of meaning. The zodiac signs also have different modes. So you have cardinal modes, which are your Aries, Cancer, Libra and Capricorn, the start of the season. So if you see cards that relate to those coming up, you might get an idea of which season it is that something's going to happen in. So you might be better placed to give timings in your readings. Mid-season fixed signs such as Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. Those signs are more reliable, stable and dedicated, whereas the cardinal signs are more leaders and initiators of change. Then you've got your mutable signs at the end of the season. So you've got your Geminis, Virgos, Sagittarius and Pisces, and those as well, more changeable, more adaptable, more versatile. So again, that flavour comes into your reading as well. So let me give you an example of how this might work. This is a card that I know a lot of people struggle with, the Lovers card from the Major Arcana. If we were to bring just the tarot to it, we are looking at it and we are saying to ourselves, right, okay, this is the Lovers card, usually love, harmony, relationship, values, choices, having to make decisions, emotional decisions, those sorts of things. However, if we then start to bring in astrological correspondences, we find out that the Lovers card is represented and relates to the sign of Gemini. Okay, so Gemini is an air sign. It's playful, intellectual, innovative, changeable, versatile, curious. So those aspects start to come into the card. It's an air sign, so we're thinking thoughts, spirituality, communication, philosophy, ideas, beliefs. So we can add those elements in to our interpretation of this card. On top of that, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Mercury then is the planet of communication. Okay, so sending messages, communicating clearly. Does there need to be more communication in the relationship? Again, then if the card is reversed, or if Mercury's in retrograde at the time you're doing your reading, might that have a nuance? Might that have a spin on how you might want to interpret your cards? So I just wanted to do this very quick video just to give you an idea of how. So hopefully that example helps, so by taking this card, rather than just the bare bones of your okay, it's the Lovers, it's probably an emotional decision, or maybe it signifies a new relationship. Maybe it's about checking out what your values and your ethics are emotionally, or what choices you have. When we now then add in the fact that Gemini is involved, an air sign, so we've got the air energy coming in, we've got the playful, curious nature of Gemini coming in, we've got the duality, we've got the symbolism of the twins, we've got spirituality and thoughts and intellect and reasoning all coming into this as well. Plus then we've got Mercury on top of that, who rules Gemini. And we can take it deeper as well. You know, we'll start to look in the astro course that's coming up in January. We'll be looking at the various different houses and natural placements and natural, you know, when signs are at their happiest and when they're at their best. Okay, so have a think about it. The astrological course is actually, I've listened to some of the concerns and people thought maybe it was too long. It's been reduced now into a 6-week course. Okay, 6-week course is going to start in January, run for 6 weeks. It'll run by Zoom every Monday night, and over those 6 weeks we will dig into what the zodiac signs are, whether they're fixed, cardinal, mutable, what their ruling planets are, what the characteristics, positive and negative, are, and then we will add that into which cards relate to which signs and which planets, and what then will build a reference material of how you can maybe intuit those cards in a slightly different manner. So if you're interested in it, let me know, leave a wee comment below, or you can double check what's going on about it on the website. You go to rocksandrituals.co.uk and go to /tarot-workshops, or just click on the events page and you'll see it in there. Any questions at all though, do get in touch. I'd love to see you on the course. It would be good, particularly if you haven't been on a course recently and you want to get back into it. Good way of learning how to interpret your cards in a deeper way. So any questions at all, let me know and I'll speak to you all soon.